Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here with hopefully a new Let's Play. So, after quite a bit of experimentation, I have arrived at a rough strategy to get to at least this point as Granada, without actually losing any land in Iberia. So, during one of my live streams, somebody suggested that I try and enforce peace on England and ally France at the 100 Years' War. Fortunately, that doesn't work because you need 100 opinion of them to enforce peace. However, it is possible to do a somewhat similar tactic on the Ottomans if you improve relations with them, and then when they start fighting their war against like Kandar, Ramazan down here, usually they'll lose enough troops that they'll be more than willing to ally you. And seeing as they're more than willing to ally you, they tend to be a nice buffer against being attacked by either Portugal or Castile. I've yet to be attacked by Aragon ever as Granada, which is kind of amusing. Other things to do to get to this point: ally Morocco and Tunis. Just providing a quick summary in case you didn't watch the 2 silent episodes, or was it 3? I think it might have been 3 silent episodes I filmed getting to this point, which is 1477. And other than that, I invaded Tlemcen once they started to get attacked by Tunis. Then I used Morocco as help, and we conquered them. And then out of the blue, once everybody hit Miltech 5, I'd actually declared war on Portugal, because Portugal's only 2 allies of England and Castile. England was losing more of the 100 Years' War to France, and so I pretty much just strolled in, beat up Castile. Well, sadly, was only able to take Sevilla here, which with 18 development and a lot of trade was more than worth it. And then I stole just 2 provinces from Portugal, but the big thing was I forced them to annul their treaties with people. So Castile is only allied to Hungary and England, but Portugal has no allies. So I'm hoping I'll be able to continue that conquest. Other than that, we're trying to convert these provinces so they'll be more loyal. Tech-wise, we're doing fine. We actually haven't hit an idea because of how bad a starting ruler is. But we're doing better. We've got pretty good allies with those 2. Was almost able to get an alliance with France, if I remember. I was relatively close, I guess. And other than that, it's just a matter of waiting now and coring land and getting claims. I don't think I took enough land to start a coalition against me. I will have to double check that. I might have actually, but it might have just been... yeah, it's just going to be Castile and Portugal, if anybody. So, here we go, and hopefully I will manage to continue this to the point that I can do the, where is it, Reconquista, from Andalusia and conquer all of Iberia. So that will be excitingly fun. I'm not sure if I will necessarily continue it much further past that point. Just because that's kind of the whole point of this Let's Play, is to get that achievement, but you never know. If I'm feeling in the mood, we'll continue past that. Also, pardon me if I mute myself at some points. I'm still coughing a fair amount from a cold I recently had. Sadly, Granada does not have any unique missions, which I find a complete travesty and should be corrected in the next patch. They should have reconquest stuff for sure. Let's see. Other things I've noticed? Actually, I ended up developing the Renaissance down here in Granada because it was taking so long to spread. Don't think... No, I might as well do it. I have some... corruption to deal with for a little while. Anyhow. Okay, that's typical. The Ottomans have been always wanting to call me to wars, specifically ones against the Mamluks. Although not that they really need any help at all. Also, by the way, I have Fazan down here as a vassal. They actually haven't helped much, but they were allied to Tlemcen when I killed them, so I figured I'd vassalize them. Plus, it stops Tunis from expanding eastward. Oh, anyhow. Other than that... not much else has changed. Sorry, I sneezed there. Oh, that's interesting. Hungary is actually selling provinces to Austria. Huh. There seems to be a lot more of that going around in the most recent patches. I guess it makes some sense. Too bad you can't actually buy provinces yet. Although, next patch you'll be able to buy them at least in India. Although I wish you'd be able to buy them in Europe for an absurd amounts of money. Well, maybe that'll be a thing at some point. Probably actually not going to bother. Yeah, I don't even need to send troops. Medina has been released as a sovereign state. Interesting. Kind of useless Ottomans because you intend to conquer them anyway, but we have enough favorites we could call them to a war. Don't think I'm going to. I think for now I'm just going to boost their trust because I've been receiving subsidies, I believe, from them. Right? Yep, the Ottomans are funding my economy right now, so very nice of them to do so. Oh, I think we might actually have our first admin idea group. I am actually thinking I might actually go colonial. Should I go colonial? Well, I could go colonial and colonize because I will be getting control of the civilitary node, or I could take military to be able to compete with them. But I do have Morocco and Tunis, and we were able to beat Castile initially. We are going to be reasonably tolerant of Christians in our territory. If I was to go humanist, we'd be 100% tolerant of. I know there's this core creation cost, which would be nice, but I don't know if I'm going to go for that first idea. I might actually go. Not going to go yet. Or I don't have any ships, which is a problem. You know what? I think I'll go exploration ideas. I'm in Iberia. I should take exploration ideas. Plus, I could probably afford to fund a couple light ships to explore with. Oh, I can actually take money from them. To do a new religious tax, I don't think I really want to. I might actually give more land to the Domini at some point, just to boost that up to 1 tolerance of heretics and stuff. See how that works out. Native policy-wise, though, might do native coexistence. That way I don't have to keep a military force outside of Europe. Oh, it is only like 1, 2 troops. No, I'll do native coexistence, because I may end up colonizing a bit more of Africa than Europe, per se. In which case, there's a lot of rebels in Africa. Natives, that's what I mean. Morocco is attacking Portugal. Are you going to call me to arms here? Because I don't like to join. Oh yeah, that's also something that happened, is that Morocco ended up actually, both Tunis and Morocco pieced out of the war. It's annoying, so it ended up with me versus Portugal. To put it mildly, they are stronger than I am, which is kind of terrifying if you think about it. Let's put you in a state. I don't know why I haven't done that already. How much do I need? Oh, 90. That might be why I haven't done it. It's expensive. Also, we've been enjoying the fact that we get 10% cheaper development. Although, the cheaper admin cost might not be bad, but I don't need it yet. There we go. 100% legalism. That'll help a little bit when it comes to keeping up in tech. Actually, we should be able to get ahead of tech compared to the Iberians. And Castile is losing the war versus Burgundy. Interesting. What war is this? Sorry, I think it must be a attack on England, right? Yeah, conquest of Calais. Interesting. I do need more favors with these fellas. Anyhow, let's see, convert this last province, and we should be good to go. Actually, since I'm converting that last province, hello, money. Steal a little bit of money from these guys. I know it's kind of cruel, but considering they're going to lose their influence anyhow. Sorry about that. There we go, and we're going to give this straight to the merchant guilds. And let's see how much money we're making from trade now. We have the most trade in the area, 28% of the node. Yep, that's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. Oh, there goes our subsidies because we're now making money. Thank you, Ottomans. Not really, but whatever. We're going to be bleeding money a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. Going over the force limit hasn't hurt me too much, has it? Speaking of which, I actually do have 2 mercenary units. I'll get rid of those for the moment. Raise 1 infantry. I know that's still barely back to the force limit, but we need a lot of diplomatic power here. Okay. Diplomatic power. When can I get that? Not for quite a while. Okay. Really want to take that military power one. To be honest, I probably should have taken like a military idea group, but anyway, too late now. Too late now. Oh, I need to get some more claims on Castile. I've lost my one on Cordoba. So in order to form or restore this, that was the provinces I have to own. I've got 5 more to take, and they're all owned by Castile. So if I'm lucky, I should be able to fight a war pretty much just versus Castile in 2 years. Although Hungary and England are going to be involved. Maybe I can persuade the Ottomans to join. Actually, I should probably not spend favors with them in that case, then. Let's just check something. If I were to declare war, I do get another war. Not interested. Okay. Well, I suspect probably Castile will lose an alliance with England, or at least I would think so. No, they didn't. What did they lose? Did they lose? Oh, they lost England. Okay. They didn't lose Hungary, but Hungary is not a real problem, to be honest. Question is, do I finish? Yeah, I guess I try and finish off Castile, and then I turn around and go after Portugal. Although I do have to wait until Morocco's finished killing them. Also, I have to wait till I get favors. I have enough to pull Morocco into the war. There is no Iberian Union so far, which makes this very lucky. I guess once Morocco takes Ceuta back, they would see what's going on. Do I actually not give you military access? I just hope they don't try and take like Lisboa or something from me. I'm more than happy to have them invade Portugal's mainland area, but if they take any of this land, I'm going to be rather annoyed. It's part of the reason I actually had to restart one time is I was still alive, but Morocco took this area here, and they were my allies, so I didn't feel like I could safely continue and eventually kick them out. Very frustrating, actually. Very frustrating. Okay, so we'll probably won't be able to colonize anything other than maybe a province or 2 in Africa. But at least until we get to Diplotech 7, which will take a while. Speaking of development, though, let's get rid of some of that corruption. Let's also get justified wars. That's not a problem anymore. I know these provinces are not the best ones for me to develop, but I'm hoping, yep, I could just push it to 13. Also, I can convert this Andalusian. I don't think I will yet, though, because I really do want to get that explorer out there working away. Okay. Quite interesting, Portugal now has a fort here in Evora. At least it works, but enemies just tend to march around and come at it from the north. Must be historically accurate or something. Actually, can't do anything there. Might as well stop fabricating claims on them. Go ahead to fabricating claims on these guys, because I should be able to attack. Oh, pretty much next month. Oh, that is lovely. Well, sort of. Give me a sec here. So I can now attack Castile. Castile is being attacked by Aragon. Not doing that. Tunis would join me in exchange for land. Morocco is fighting another war right now. How close are they to winning that war? Yeah, I'll promise Tunis land. I'm not going to give them any. We will go for Murcia. Key being that I at least occupy the provinces that I need for Al-Andalus. So I need to occupy those 5. It's only versus Castile, so together with me and Aragon, we heavily outnumber them. Exactly what we want to see. Exactly. Right. I'm very willing to let Aragon beat up a good majority of Castile, so long as I get at least 1 fort. I'd also like La Mancha for the gold one, now that I think about it. Gold is always good in this game. Oh, and that's even better, is that the Aragonese navy, he just killed the Castilian navy. Perfect. Okay, that means I should be able to do an explorer. Explore West African Sea. Hopefully that will get us close enough to an area we can colonize. Stupid elite troop problems. At some point, obviously, I will have to go beat up Aragon. But for now, they actually prove to be a nice little ally. Plus, I'm able to call Morocco into the war now, which makes this very one-sided. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's see if I can do this. I want to see if I can occupy the land on the Aragonese-Castilian border to some degree. Possible. That way, Aragon actually can't take as much land as they'd like to. Obviously, that's going to be somewhat difficult, but since we're both at war, they'll give me military access. Oh, darn. Okay, well, might as well go just occupy land at this point. West African Sea explored. Let's explore the coast. Looks like Portugal's already been there, which is fine. No, I didn't realize they'd marched off that province. Oh, that sucks. Castile apparently still had enough troops to ambush my sailors. Okay, I didn't see that one coming. Somehow they managed to ambush my fleet right next to the Moroccans, which is very frustrating. Excuse me. Really? No. Stop. Run away. The AI is on there. Let's see if we can hunt down a single unit quest, as usual. Where are you, allies? I really do need help to take this area. What are you? You guys have rebels? Boy, I didn't think these Muslim kingdoms were that unstable. here they go, having problems left and right, and come on, allies. You guys are really not contributing much to this war. There we go, let's get some tax farming going, keep that income rolling in. Okay. I believe yep, armies can still attach to my force, which is good. So, might as well help everybody else beat up these guys, although if Aragon takes the Joraz, I'm going to be very angry. But it looks like Aragon is going to only be able to take provinces up north, which is good. Considering Castile doesn't actually... Oh, there's the peace out. Okay. There she took 5 provinces. Wow. What will it take for me to take these 5? Quite the risk of a coalition. Wow. 76% would be over 100 overextended, and France would be angry at me. Okay. Time to make friends with France. In the meantime, probably also try and make some friends with Aragon. We're gonna have a little bit of a wait here while this siege goes on, so. Wait a second. Somehow I managed to explore this despite my explorer not being able to go to the area. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. Slightly concerning. That means I don't actually need a ship out there exploring. Huh. Apparently Portugal also took the Madeira, which might be a problem. I believe that counts as part of Iberia. Yes, it does. Okay, so at some point I'm going to end up in a war versus my former ally. But that is it for this episode, and we will continue this war and take the land needed to recreate Andalusia next episode. So thanks for watching. See you all then. Bye for now.